Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, BA'Shem YAHAWASHI, BA'Shem RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kowalkub coming at you with another lesson, and today's lesson is going to be about more so, I guess, the trials and upcoming trials and tribulations. All right, because for me personally, I've been going through some stuff, and honestly, it seems like there's no end in sight. But ultimately, regardless of that, my main thing is constantly putting faith, constantly trusting in the Lord. Which actually, this is a better precept to start it off on. First Peter chapter 5 verse 7, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. All right, so yeah, there are gonna be times when we're gonna go through certain things and things might overwhelm us, but ultimately we have to keep the faith, trust in the Lord, that the Lord got us, the Lord will take care of us, the Lord will help us, deliver us out of our situation. And the thing about that is with again, it ties into what's it called, the MOTB. All right, even ties into that, because there are gonna be times when things are getting so really, really bad. It's way more than you can handle. It's way more you can take. You literally don't have any escape option or anything. All right, it's just you literally have to face the music. All right, but then while you're facing the music, all right, as whatever bad is about to happen is going to happen and whatnot, the Lord gives you a miracle. The Lord gets you out of that situation. All right, because let me actually get that to further prove the separation, if you want to call it that. Bear with me, Slakia. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 13, there hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. All right. Now that's also, this actually, it doesn't necessarily, it works for the market, for the MOTB. Let me get this then. What's it called? Proverbs. It's not Proverbs. Yeah, Proverbs. Chapter 30, verse 8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee, and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my power in vain. Slakia. Oh, so basically, you have these instances where there's going to be people, or more specifically, in terms of the whole MOTB, when that is implemented, people might be too comfortable and too used to, inherently, given our situation in this captivity, we tend to be too used to having things nicely or having things a certain way. So as a result of that, when Jacob's trouble come, then that's when it's going to be a hardship. It's going to be bad. And then when we're in that bad, unfamiliar situation, that's when we're going to be like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how things are going. But yet, even so, what the Lord is going to do, He's going to give us an opportunity, give us a way out, give us a way to, be delivered, be protected, be taken care of. Okay, the Lord's going to show you that escape route, if you will. All right, the Lord's going to show you that escape route to get out of that terrible situation. But that's only if you make YAHAWASHI your escape route. Because the thing is, like, you might be trapped in a box. There's literally no exit. All right, the only way that you can get out, okay, there's literally no fathomable way for you to get out. It is literally about a enclosed box with no door or opening or anything like that. The only way that you can get out is from YAHAWASHI's divine intervention, making something happen to the box where one of the sides are blown off so you can get out. All right, that's literally the type of faith that we need to have, where when we are in an impossible situation, we know, we trust, believe. We know. Slakia, let me ask. As a matter of fact, let me get that. Because this is one major thing that I've been, forgetting. I've been forgetting myself. All right. Romans chapter 10 verse 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. And that's something where it's not that I don't have faith, but it's more so that when you're in a bad situation, you grow accustomed to either panicking, just accepting it and trying to fight out whatever bad situation you're in on your own, which that all three is what I do. When I'm in a bad situation, I either panic and try to calm myself down so I can rationally maneuver through that situation, or if not panicking, I just okay, I'm in a bad situation. That's what the Lord did. I accept the judgment of the Lord and stuff like that. These are some of the things that I do to when in a hardship. But the thing is, it doesn't always need to be that. It can be, which I guess it's not. I guess in a sense, I kind of felt like I wasn't worthy of even bothering to ask for mercy. But the thing is that we can't be having that mindset. All right. Honestly, yes, we're not worthy, and none of us could ever be worthy. But the thing is that oftentimes it's a testimony. All right. So we still have to ask. We still have to put in our best foot forward, because ultimately at the end of the day, if we start feeling and thinking that we're not worthy to ask, we're not worthy to pray to the Lord. All right, because I had that situation before where when I was younger, before I was in the truth, the thing was, I would pray sometimes, get on my knees and whatnot, and then when Slakia, bear with me. So when I would get on my knees and pray, I would go in my room and whatnot to get on my knees and pray, just be point blank honest. Okay, my mother would see me, would be walking around and then see me. Oh, you think God's gonna hear you when you're acting bad? All right, so that discouraged me from wanting to pray. That discouraged me, made me feel that shame, and made me think, then why even bother if the Lord's not going to hear me? Why should I pray to YAHAWASHI if he doesn't listen to a sinner? He doesn't listen to someone who's angry. He doesn't listen to someone who's attempting to repent. All right, it is that association that, that shame that makes you just feel like, why even bother? Like there's no point. All right. So as a result of that, don't let that same feeling of shame get to you as well. All right. If you are mad, if you are, if you just did something wrong and you know that what you did was wrong, still pray. Pray when you are happy. Pray when you're up. Pray when you're down. Pray when you did something wrong. All right. And still ask for forgiveness. Ask to have the Lord put a righteous heart in you. All right. Put the spirit of the elect in you, and still call on the name of the Lord. All right. And that's the thing. That is the thing, honestly, because Slakia. Now this is on me. All right. This is this is kind of throwing shade on myself. Right. Because one thing that I have always hated, and I still do hate it now, admittedly, is I hate when people, like, say for example, I hate when there are say someone's an atheist. All right. If someone's an atheist and they say, and they're in a bad spot, they're like, they're about to get killed or something like that. They're about to die. And then they say, God, if you save me from this, I promise I'll go to church. That's the type of stuff that I do not like. I hate. I feel like it's undeserving. But at the same time, that's not my place to say what is right, what's wrong. I'm admitting right now that is a wrong way to think. That's a wrong thing to say. All right, I'm openly admitting that. All right, and I do not condone that behavior. I don't condone thinking that because someone isn't a follower or anything like that, then that means that that they don't. If someone is a unbeliever, then that means that there's no place for them in the kingdom of Yahweh. Because if YAHAWASHI makes a place for them, then that means that you better accept them as well. Speaking to myself first and foremost. All right. So even though I have my own reservations about that doesn't matter, and that goes through any other brother as well. So let me get, and with it also, a brother had done a lesson on this where he was corrected by a GMS brother had done a lesson on this where he was talking about how he hopes that Nate doesn't repent. All right, and you know what? I commented on his video as well. I literally said the exact same thing. I thought the exact same thing as well, where I literally said to myself, I hope he does not repent because of all the wickedness that he's done. But the thing is, at the end of the day, that is not up to us. That's not for us to decide or for us to say. And Elder Apostle Tahar had corrected the brother on it. All right. He had corrected the brother on it, and when I saw the lesson, this precept came to my mind to, actually acknowledge and better understand that sentiment. Okay, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 verse 13. For Yahweh made not death, neither hath he pleasure in the destruction of the living. All right, so the Lord does not take pleasure in killing or wanting people to die. All right. Yes, there are going to be some people that die, of course, but the Lord doesn't relish in that idea. The Lord doesn't want us to say, oh yeah, I hope this brother dies or anything like that. Like, no, that's not what the Lord wants. And again, like, there is so many different layers of shame that come to my mind for the ways that I've been thinking, all right, and how I think things through, all right. But at the same time, like, I can't let that exact same shame stop me from bringing this truth out, because this is a hypocritical thing for me to say this and make this lesson while I just did the same thing. Bear with me one moment. Slack your phone. So as I was saying, yeah, even though it is a hypocritical thing for me to make a lesson on this, say don't do this and third, even though I literally just did the exact same thing, that doesn't change. That doesn't change the fact that I can't let that shame stop me from doing what I need to do, doing what the Lord wants me to do, because I've been in that situation, because I've had that same feeling, and that makes it more meaningful for me to let everyone know that this is not the way to be thinking. This is not how we're supposed to be having our thought processes going through. This is not what Yahawashi would want or would be thinking of. Okay, the Lord's ways. And as a matter of fact, let me get that. Is it Isaiah 45? Nope, wrong one. Okay, bear with me. Isaiah 55 verse 8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Alright, so yeah, basically with that being said, is this that we can't understand, alright? Even though it seems like, why would you let someone who has once denied you, alright, receive salvation or be able to call on your name to be saved, but you're gonna leave these Christians that are deceived not come into and return to to what's right, and so on and so forth. There's a plethora of different ways to look at it, but I'm not here to pick that apart. I'm just trying to put the main stuff down of there are times when, and it's like the reason why I say this is because it is understandable. I understand your point of view because I had that not yours, Slakia, if you didn't have that, I'm not talking about you specifically, but I have that point of view to be able to speak on it and to be able to say that I've repented from that mindset. All right, I've gotten out of thinking that way and doing that practice, that train of thought, if you will. All right, so as a result of that, it's just like, this is where we're at right now, and Yahawadah, we're able to continue to grow, continue to correct not only ourselves but other brothers who've gone through that similar mistakes. All right, or mistaken mindsets. All right, so let's continue on. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 10, going back to the actual topic of when things get hard. No, let me get this. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully and be patient without our change to a low estate. And when we are put into a low estate, when things get hard for us, we need to constantly remember, this is the will of YAHAWASHI. This is what YAHAWASHI put on us. But still, we have to remember that when we're going through hardships, we can't expect things to be easy. All right, because the thing is that the Lord puts us through hardships to build us up. All right, when we are put into some basically impossible situations, the Lord gets us out of it. All right, as a matter of fact, let me get that. Now is the time to get this. Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 verse 10, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Once again, going back to calling on the name. All right, when we are put into impossible situations, all right, has there ever been a time when YAHAWASHI, just left the Israelites to their own devices or to whatever terrible situation that they're in? Or did the Lord ever just say, oh, whatever, just leave them to their destruction and so on and so forth? No. All right, that's not how the Lord got down. The Lord always took care of them. All right, and as for us, when we get to those impossible situations, we're put in these hard situations where we're almost done. We're about to be defeated or whatever. All right, it is this lesson that the Lord shows, that when you are in those situations and you call on His name, you call on Yahweh, Yahawashi, that's when you're going to be delivered. That's when you're going to be protected. That's when the Lord's going to help you out. You can just handle it on yourself. Okay, speaking to myself first and foremost, I need to get into the habit of literally every time I'm in a bad situation, I need to call on the Lord. All right, and literally every time, anytime. All right, you have to be able to remember to call on the Lord when things get tough, even if you put yourself in that situation. Which, if that is the case, if you do put yourself in that into that situation, you need to correct that behavior. You can't just ask the Lord to protect you and then keep on doing the same thing over and over again. All right, that's what the wicked Israelites were doing with the sacrifices. They would have the sacrifices pre-ready, all right, to sacrifice after they premeditated a sin. All right, so we can't be doing that. We have to, if we make a mistake, which that's the thing, that's the difference between making a mistake and just completely going off. A mistake is when you don't expect it, you don't realize that this is not the right thing to do, and you correct it. All right, and you don't do that again. That's a mistake between just being straight up wicked. All right, and as a result of that, it's like you see yourself in this bad position, you call on the Lord, and the Lord helps you out, that guides you out of that bad spot. All right, which also goes in for the MOTB as well. With the MOTB, when we are in that trying situation, when we're in those trying times, all right, we need to be able to say, okay, you know what, the Lord is putting us through the ringer. We're gonna make it through. All right, we're gonna make it through. All right, Yahawadah. But at the same time, call on the name of the Lord. All right. Psalm 118 verse 8, it is better to put trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. Okay, you can't be trusting in man or yourself or whatever to deliver you out of these hard times. It is only Yahawadah that's going to protect you, deliver you, and get you out of whatever trouble you're in. Now, Slakia, bear with me one moment. All right, Slakia, for taking so long, but basically, with that being said, it is not. We get too much into the habit of thinking carnally, and we get too much into the habit of thinking carnally and not thinking spiritually, not thinking about Yahawadah when we are in hardships, perils, trouble, and whatnot. And as a result of that, we have this false sense of security, all right, which goes back to Proverbs 30 and 8 and 9, chapter 30, verse 8 and 9. All right, where people get too full of themselves and then deny Yahawadah rather than thinking of it's because Yahawadah that we're in a good spot, or it's because of Yahawadah that I'm being delivered. All right, so this is what we need to constantly remember and make a part of our go-to mindset. Whenever you're bad, like, because it's like the same thing. Like, how people say, "Oh my God," whenever something inconvenient happens, you need to be able to remember, like, when you're in a bad spot, put a mental note in your mind that you need to call on Yahawadah to deliver you and to help you out of that spot. All right, and lastly, because this was a 2-part lesson that I had in mind, because Revelation chapter 13 verse 6, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And this was a big part of it, because I haven't made a MLTB video in a while, and I really wanted to point out how when that gets implemented, when that time comes, all right, it's not going to be sweet, it's not going to be easy, it's going to be hard, it's going to be worse than the whole jab situation. And with that, okay, what people are going to say, "Oh my God, I need to get this, I need to get the armor, I'm not going to be able to put food on the table for myself, my family, my whatever." All right, you're going to panic. All right, so as a result of you panicking, you're going to make a decision under duress. All right, so as a result of you making that decision under that stressful situation, it's going to be a bad one. All right, but yet still remember Yahawadah, so that when it happens, when you're in that situation, you're still going to know, okay, I'm going to do what's right, I'm going to call the Lord and not take the what. All right, I'm not going to take the MOTB. All right, because I know that that's not what the Lord wants me to do. All right, and that's not going to save me. Even though it might be a temporary fix, it's not going to save me long term with Yahawadah, and the Lord's going to leave me. All right, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'Hashem, Yahawashi, Ba'Hashem, B'Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abba Ball, Shalom.